News stories about the ties between Russia and Donald Trump's presidential campaign are now so complex that it's become difficult to tell whether CNN and the New York Times are lying to try to sway public opinion toward Democrats, or whether they're just making stuff up because they're bored and have nothing better to do. Let's take a look at the developments so far. Suspicions of Trump's Russian connections first arose when Hillary Clinton lost the presidential election. All across this great land, from West 42nd Street to West 59th, journalists began asking themselves, how could a corrupt, dishonest, socialist old bat who screeches like a pterodactyl fail to win the hearts and minds of the American people? The answer must lie in Russia. You see, the Russians had cleverly sent Clinton campaign manager John Podesta an email disguised as a message from Google. The email read, quote, "Privyet, Comrade John. Someone has hacked your password ski. Please send new password ski to Boris and Natasha, your friends at Google. До свидания, Vlad," unquote. Completely suckered in by this clever phishing expedition, Podesta sent the sly Russians his password, allowing them to steal and then leak his emails. These emails shocked the nation by revealing that Hillary Clinton was a corrupt, dishonest, socialist old bat who screeches like a pterodactyl. Up to that point, voters may have realized that Hillary was corrupt and probably dishonest. And okay, they already understood she was a socialist. And yes, they could see for themselves that she was an old bat who screeched like a pterodactyl, but they had never, until this moment, fully realized that John Podesta was stupid enough to send his password to the Russians. This shocking news may have only swayed 0% of the electorate, but it was the crucial 0% that put Donald Trump over the top. As one voter told reporters, quote, "After 8 years of being unemployed and watching Obama sell out American interests while he tried to force me to let boys into the girls' room at my daughter's school, I was just about to vote for 4 more years of the same until I read those doggone emails," unquote. So for journalists, the question naturally arises, what did Trump know and when did he become a Russian spy? So far, reporters have found no evidence that Trump was involved in this completely meaningless mischief. But they have spent enough man-hours covering the story that each and every one of them could have used his time more productively by whittling a bar of soap into a miniature replica of the battleship Missouri. Working round the clock, journalists have exposed the fact that people who meet with ambassadors have met with ambassadors. People who speak to Vladimir Putin have spoken to Vladimir Putin. And that Donald Trump himself may have whistled the theme song to From Russia with Love while taking a shower in a hotel owned by a man who read the first 100 pages of War and Peace in college. Stay tuned for more on this amazing story of cynicism, stupidity, and rank corruption, or as we call it, American journalism. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.